I wanted to share a little bit of information about the paid internship program. I know that Ernie already touched on it, so I'm not going to go into depth, but I just want to make sure that people understand what we're talking about. It is a short-term program designed by the state to, and you'll see the codes up here if you want to, those are live links if you want to click on those. But so we call it a PIP. It is a paid internship program. So competitive integrated employment is full or part-time work. It is with the same exact payment structures as people without disabilities. So it's the same pay, the same wages, same working conditions, same benefits, same opportunities for advancement, right? So same of everything. So the PIP's goal is to increase the number of Californians in competitive integrated employment. So the PIP, the employer is paid by the state to reimburse the employee. So rather than the employee being the direct employee of the business is paid by the state while that employee or the intern is in their PIP program learning to do the job or learning new skills that will help them advance their career. And then there's Max. I wanted to share Max's story with you. Max is a guy who's really good on the computer. He loves all kinds of video, graphic design, animation. He's actually more comfortable probably behind a keyboard than he is face to face. But he's just got really good skills. He also happens to be a musician and even a singer-songwriter. And he's just really smart. He has incredible knowledge for things that he's learned. It's just a fantastic memory. But then he also has this amazing recall of historic events or old data that he just can pull up. And so we were working with Max to find out, what his career path might look like. He is going to college part-time. He is pursuing musical theory and some other music choices in there, along with his graphic design. And we started looking at perhaps doing a paid internship program. He is on social media. He loves doing media posts. And again, he loves music. So we put those things together and we came up with a paid internship program at Spec Labs, where he is their social media coordinator. So he started out very specifically on Instagram, but he's making posts for social media that are promoting the artists that are recorded by Spec Labs. So he gets to interact with artists, he gets to interview the artists, he writes up stories, he writes up blurbs, exciting taglines, and posts them and, streams live. And he's just doing a fantastic job. It's really interesting to see him because he's really come into his own in this position, and he's really taking such ownership from it that I can see where he really might have a future in it. And we weren't sure when we got the paid internship program if it was going to be something that he was really interested in doing, on a constant paid type basis, or if it was more of a hobby. But this really seems to be like something that he wants to stick to. So. And it's great because, again, he's with the musicians, he's with the artists, he's just one of the guys, and he's doing things that he loves. So hopefully in a couple months, I'll be telling you that that's another success story where Max has moved into permanent employment there. But if not, I'm sure that he is already in the taking the right steps toward building his career plans and whatever comes next for him. So I think it's really important to note that paid internship programs are a small part of what we do. Paid internships should not be used as free labor for employers, and they don't replace traditional jobs for the job seeker, right? They're a really good tool when they're used really well, which is, to gain those skills to get into a career path or onto a career path, or to get in that door with that employer and show them that you can do the work and become a vital team member. But they should never take over a real job, a real paid employment. So I just always want to caution that. Sometimes people go, oh, internships, they're so much easier to get. And then all of a sudden everybody's in an internship, whether it fits them or not. So since 2020, we've worked with we at Easterseals have worked with 151 job seekers in customized employment, and we've had 14 PIPs. So that's a usage rate of 9% for us. Okay. And then another thing that's interesting that I wanted to share as well is the length of the internship. Some people think that they should be, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, things like that. Ours have been short and ours have been successful. We had one person at 2 months, 2 people at 2.5 months, 1 person at 6 months, and 2 people at 12 months. So our longest internships were 12 months. Of the 14 PIPs that we had, 6 of the interns were hired by their employer, right? And 5 are still in their paid internship positions. And only 3 of those 14 didn't work out. And those were primarily because they found out that they really weren't interested in that type of job after all, which is a good thing to know before you move into it as a career. So I'm a fan of the paid internship program. I really am. It may not sound like it. I just, with everything, I think that we should use caution and we should, do it in moderation. It doesn't fit for everyone. Not everyone needs it, but it can be a great stepping stone for those when the right opportunity arrives.